Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We are here with Baby Cap today because in the last rabbit video posted last week, we talked about how to pick up your bunny. We used Libra for that. Today you are here with Baby Cap because I want to talk about how to turn your rabbit onto his back, because I don't generally like doing it, but there are some times where you're going to have to do it. Okay, maybe because you need to do a health check and you need to check their entire body and you want to look at their tummy. Maybe it's because you're showing them and you need them to be able to turn on their back because the judges are going to do it. Something like that. So if you're planning on showing your rabbits, it's a good idea to get them used to being turned onto their backs. This can be a bit of a controversial subject because rabbits do not like it. I will tell you that right now. The vast majority of rabbits do not like being turned on their backs. In fact, it can be terrifying for them because they're a prey animal. So when you flip them onto their back, they think they're going to die. Okay, that's why it's important to work with your buns and to make sure they understand that they're not in any danger. So if you turn your rabbit over onto his back, and I'm not going to do this because I don't like this part, but if you just suddenly flip your rabbit onto his back and he kind of freezes in position, almost like he's in a trance, that's not good. So turning a rabbit on his back, and then, so if I do it gently and slowly, now Baby Cap is not used to this, so I'm not going to actually trance him. But if you take a rabbit, I know, you're not used to this, so I'm reusing him. I know, it's a big deal. But if you flip a rabbit really quickly onto his back, and they suddenly go still, that's called trancing. A rabbit in a trance is not happy. Okay, he's not in a good place. He's really stressed out. I know he looks calm, but if I suddenly were to flip him onto his back and he goes like almost limp, like goes really still and kind of closes his eyes and almost looks like he's kind of wishing it would end, that is not a good sign. Okay, that's trancing. Trancing's not good. Trancing is really, really stressful for your buns. So I'm using Baby Cap here because he's not used to this yet. Okay, he is probably going to go in the show ring. His dad is quite the winner, so I think he might be as well. He's got a pretty good pattern. He's got really good conformation, really good feet. I know he's not in a good position right now to see how good his conformation is. He's got really good ears. Really nice face. Very, very friendly. Very, very fuzzy. Very beautiful. And we love him. So maybe he'll be able to win. So he's going to go into the show ring. So at some point he has to get used to being turned over. Now remember, he's only a few months old. So he's not really been taught to do this yet. That's why I'm using him and not like actually Capricorn, because Capricorn is a pro at it. He's been in so many shows now. You pick him up, you turn him on his back. He doesn't trance. He just chills out. But he's been trained to do that. Okay, so if your rabbit is not trained to do that, then typically when they're on their back, they're freaked. They are terrified. They might look like they're calm and relaxed, but they're not. Now, that's not to say that rabbits cannot enjoy being on their backs. I had a girl named Tawny. She was a very large Flemish New Zealand cross, and she would sleep rolled onto her back. She liked that position, but she felt entirely safe and protected when she did this. Never in her entire life did she ever feel threatened or vulnerable. A rabbit who is not totally convinced that they're safe will not willingly lie on their backs, okay? It's a position that invites predators to lunch, and it's not a fun thing for them to do. So if your rabbit willingly rolls onto their back and shows you their tummy, they seriously are pretty confident that you're not going to hurt them. That's a good thing. So if you need to practice turning your rabbit onto your back, be aware that your rabbit may feel not great about it and limit your sessions to just a few minutes at a time. And remember to give plenty of treats, plenty of snuggles, plenty of love. Make sure your bun understands that you're not threatening and that you're not going to hurt him. Now, Baby Cap has never done this, so he's not probably going to be very cooperative, which is kind of the point, because I want to show you how to get started practicing. And then you just keep practicing a little bit every day, just a few minutes, like 5 minutes. Don't try for longer than that, because you can always come back and try tomorrow. So if he doesn't cooperate, I'm not going to force it. Okay, we'll try a couple of times, but we're not going to force it. And I'll just talk about how to do it if he doesn't want to do it, and I'll just keep trying. That's the thing. You need to be calm. So how do you start practicing? Depends on your goals. If you want to show your rabbits, they're going to have to be comfortable getting turned on their back while they're sitting on a table. This can be freaky for them. Okay? This is difficult for a rabbit to learn. Okay, it took Capricorn a while. So start on your lap. That's why we're sitting here with a towel on my lap. Use a towel. It gives them traction so their little feet have somewhere to go. Okay, so they want to be able to feel where they are, because rabbits always want to. He's your good boy, baby Cap. He doesn't have a proper name yet because I am actually not convinced I'm keeping him. We'll see. I might show him a little bit. He doesn't have a proper name. We're working on it. We're working on it. We'll see. Anyway, so start with him on your lap. Place the rabbit on your lap, but put his butt towards your stomach. Okay, so sit cross-legged and kind of wedge his butt in there. Okay, that gives you better control and better grip on your bunny. One hand should be supporting the bunny's bottom, like so, and one hand should be supporting the bunny's upper body. Okay, so lean over him and then kind of lift him up. So you're just lifting him up. Okay? You're just lifting him up. Just lift. Just lift. Just like that. And you can use your body. See, he didn't love it. So let me let him back down. So you just use your body to support him. You're not turning him on his back yet. You're just sitting him on his rump. Okay? So the rabbit ends up basically sitting on his rump on your lap with his back against your stomach and chest, depending on how big he is. If the rabbit is calm when you do that, you can start sliding his bum down. Okay? Start sliding his bum down your lap bit by bit until he's on his back with his head against your stomach and his butt towards your knees. Okay? If he protests, you let him up and try again. So then we're just going to try again. We're just going to get him. We're going to slide our hand. Good boy. And then just let him lean back. Oh, what a good boy. If your rabbit allows you to turn him over, look at that. Second try. Good boy. He's not tranced. He's not panicking. Let him back up. Good, love. And make sure he gets lots of praise. Whatever he likes, he gets. Now, he likes to have his ears stroked. So we're going to stroke his ears and tell him how good he is. Okay, if after a few practice sessions he's really good at that, then you can decide if you want to work on a table. Okay, if you're going to show your rabbit, they're going to have to be comfortable on a table. I only practice on a table with rabbits who are going to a show. So with rabbits who are not going to a show, it's good that they get comfortable. Okay, it's good that they get comfortable. Oh, what a good boy. That's a good bunny. Oh, look at you. So good. And back up. Good boy. And you just make sure he's loved. So I only practice with rabbits on a table if I've decided they're going to go to a show. I practice on my lap with all my rabbits. It's good to be able to check their gender, especially, even though I've checked their gender, if I'm selling an older rabbit, people are going to want to check their gender. So it's good if they're used to it, then they're not creeped out or freaking out when someone tries to check. But even just being able for health concerns, for going to the vet, for getting their nails clipped, it's good that they can turn onto their backs. Okay, good boy, baby cat. This a good boy. This a good boy, baby. I'm going to end up having to call him baby because I've been calling him baby for so long. That's okay. I do not find it necessary to train on a table with rabbits who are not going to show. Tables aren't that comfortable. Being turned over on one isn't fun for your bunnies. But if you must, you must. So if you're going to show, practice, practice, practice. Start a little bit differently than you did on your lap. Okay? Because what you want to do if you're on a table, I'm not going to put him on a table, but I'll put him in position, is you want to put him so his butt's away from you. Okay? Because they do it a little bit differently at shows. Put the rabbit on the table with his head facing towards you. Okay? But then what you want to do is you want a hand on his bum again and a hand under his upper body. I'm not going to do it this way because he hasn't had any practice. So I'm not going to flip him this way. But then what you do is you basically pull his bum towards you and flip him this way. So he gets, oh, actually, you are fantastic, mister. Look at you. Such a good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. I love you so much. I rub your belly. I rub your belly. He's not tranced. Yeah, he's not tranced. He's moving around just fine. If your bunny is like frozen and can't like even move his legs, like his front legs are like, he's tranced. Not good. He's too stressed. Do not do that. Do it calmly. Make sure he trusts you. Make sure he's a good boy. And make sure if he wants to sit up, he can sit up. No big deal. So when you do it for the table, you do it with his head towards you and his butt facing away. And basically, you want one hand supporting the rabbit's bum and the other under his chest, so you can control the upper body. And then you kind of just flip him. Okay, so then his butt ends up towards you. You kind of just go poof, but do it slow. Okay, so you saw how I flipped him. You would do it with a table. Use a towel on the table. Like I'm using a towel now. And he's shedding. Yeah, you're shedding, man. A Holland Lop shed, by the way? I had some people ask, do Holland Lop shed? Yeah. Yeah, they do. If you're looking for less shedding, you're looking for Rex. Holland Lops shed everywhere. It's crazy. Anyway, that's not what this is about. So, when you flip the rabbit, so the base of the head ends up away from you and the bum ends up towards you. Okay? If you can do this in one smooth motion, they tend to be less stressed. They don't really like struggling. So you tuck the rump towards you, and if he cooperates, you can let go of the hind butt, like the hind quarters, so you can end up, if he's cooperating, good boy, you can actually let go of the hind quarters because they're supported on the table. Use one hand to control the upper part of the bunny and examine him as needed. What a good boy! Maybe you can be a show rabbit. You want to get up? Good boy. Let him get up when he wants to get up. He won't be able to get up whenever he wants at a show, but that's okay. Okay, he'll get used to it. You can, if your rabbit doesn't like it, let him go. You can do it again later. Don't force your rabbit or you can actually break his back. So I only did that, so I did that more times with Baby Cap here than I thought I would, because he was more cooperative than I expected. Good for you. Once you get it right and your rabbit is used to it, turning him onto his back is actually really easy. So it's really important that you be able to turn him onto his back if you're going to show him. So practice on a table if you're going to show him so he's used to the table. If you're not going to show him, just practice on your lap. Your lap is good enough. You know, you can always turn him over for the vet if you need to. You can trim his nails if you need to. You can cradle him. If he's really comfortable, you'll be able to cradle him in your lap and take your hands completely away and do whatever you need to do with him. Let's see if he'll do it. So if he's really comfortable, put your foot down. So if he's really comfy, which he wants to sit up right now, so I'm going to let him if he wants to. But if he's really comfortable, good boy, I can sit here and trim his nails up. Boop, 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 boop. Can I have your other foot? No? Boop, like, okay, he wants to get up. Good boy. But if he is really cooperative, you can just let him cradle in your lap and do whatever you need to do, and you don't even have to have your hands on him, because if he wants to get up, just let him get up. You don't have to hold him down. Don't force him. It's mean. Yeah, we're not going to force the bunnies. No, we're not going to force the bunnies. So he's been very, very good for this video. So everybody give him a little round of applause. Good job, baby. I know. So practice turning your rabbit onto his back without trancing him. Remember, if he's not moving, if he won't move his front legs and his eyes kind of close and he will not get up on his own, he's tranced. That means you scared him, so let him get up, let him relax, and try again tomorrow. You don't want to scare him. You notice he never tranced, which is perfect. We don't want you tranced. Trancing is mean, okay? A tranced rabbit is really scary. They're scared when they do that. So you'll see a lot of videos of people putting bunnies on their backs, going, oh, isn't he happy? He's not. They don't like it. If they'll tolerate it for a few minutes while you do what you need to do, excellent. But if you think your rabbit's enjoying it, there's a good chance he's tranced. So be calm, be careful, let the bunny get up when he wants to, and just keep practicing. If it doesn't work today, it'll work tomorrow. Okay? It's not really a big deal. There is a fly in here. I hate flies. There he goes. I'm gonna kill him. Somebody get a fly swatter, please. Thank you. Sorry. I don't like flies. I really don't like flies. So annoying. Get off my arm. Alright. That's going to be about it for us here today, because this video's gone on a bit longer than I had wanted, but I kept trying because he's being so good and he did so well. Make sure you give everybody lots of treats, lots of snacks, and lots of love, because if he did well, he needs to know he did. He needs to know you're not going to hurt him. That's a bit it for us today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.